Hey, this is a first for me, kind of strange. I'm talking to my phone's camera right now, but I figured I'd make a quick video since there are some big things happening in the Webflow and creative development space in general. Because since yesterday, it's been publicly announced that Webflow has acquired GSAP or GSAP is joining Webflow. And I'm not just gonna make a long video and repeating everything that's been said already. But since this is like some really interesting development going on, and this is going to change a lot of things for Webflow users, I figured I'd make a quick video. So Webflow has acquired GSAP, and long story short, this will mean that we will get a so-called GUI or graphical user interface for GSAP. It's going to be just as we have the interaction panel in Webflow right now, where we've got that vertical timeline editor. We'll get some sort of interface for the new interaction panel version of Webflow, but then powered by GSAP, which I think is great. GSAP is the standard for me, and I think for many, many other people, to build the coolest animations out on the web. And now they're going to be native in Webflow, which is going to be amazing. And also very important to notice, because I've seen some awareness and some people being a little bit hesitant about this acquisition. But GSAP will continue to be publicly available for everyone to use on the wider web. I think that's a really important thing to notice in case anyone that's watching this that's not using Webflow is maybe not so happy with this announcement. Anyways, they say business as usual. Things will not change for any of you. But of course, for the Webflow users will. And I think now is a great moment because obviously they haven't even announced anything about when this new interface will launch, when we will get the new interface. Maybe it'll be for the next Webflows Conf. I don't know. Maybe it'll take a year, maybe half a year, maybe longer. Nobody knows. So I do think this is a great moment to start learning GSAP and start getting familiar with its tools, its capabilities, its language, and anything that's possible, really, so that you'll have some sort of head start once the interface is live and you already know all of the things that you can work with, and quickly, you'll realize what all of the graphical implementations of the API are. I don't know if I'm still making sense. But I'd figured I'd also just, do a little bit of self-promo in this video since I'm talking about this anyway. Since this is such a great moment to start learning GSAP and custom code in general and to start learning more about animations, me and Dennis Snellenberg, who you might know from his quite famous portfolio. And if you don't know his portfolio, I'm sure you know his Copy Dennis website, which highlights all of the people that have copied his portfolio, which I think is genius. But Dennis has recently joined the Webflow train. His last couple of projects have been built in Webflow. And since a couple of weeks, we've decided to join forces and start working on a platform which we're calling Osmo. And as of today, we've launched our website to answer some questions that we've been getting since we had a bit of a mysterious launch about what this was going to be. But essentially, me and Dennis are building a platform which we're hoping to launch in January 2025, at least early next year. That's going to be aimed at exploring the secrets of award-winning websites. Kind of a mysterious name to it. But basically, we're going to have components, animations, and transitions, and cool code snippets powering very technical stuff, not only visually pleasing stuff, all of the things that we use in our daily workflow that we've learned over client projects, and just basically sort of bundling everything together. And then we'll pushing frequent updates to the platform as well, since it's going to be some sort of ongoing thing that we want to keep updated, add new stuff to it all the time. And we've answered some questions here on the website if you're going to go to what is Osmo. So when are you launching? What can I expect? Who is Osmo for and who's behind Osmo? Well, you've met one of the two guys now. So if you're interested in that. And then as of today, we've also launched a waitlist, which we've made a cool pop-up here. And then a first sneak preview of something that we might teach you guys is our own native solution of form validation. But if you do fill in the form when it's validated and you subscribe to the waitlist, we are going to keep you updated throughout the coming weeks until our launch, and of course after the launch as well. And as a way of saying thank you for staying in the loop with us, we're going to be giving away a free clonable, which for the non-Webflow users, that's some sort of easy way to copy a project. We're going to give away free resources basically every single week until we launch. So yeah, definitely put yourself on the list, and we will communicate very shortly what the first one's going to be. I see that I'm already 5 minutes in. I was thinking I'd make this a quick one, so I'm just going to close the video now. Anyways, I think there are some exciting times ahead. Definitely the time to start learning custom code, GSAP. Maybe not with us, maybe with us, whatever you decide. Just get into it. It's super interesting stuff. And yeah, hopefully we'll see you on the Osmo list. And if not, no worries. And yeah, I'm still making this video way too long. I'm going to close it now for real. Cheers. Have a nice day.